What's up, everybody? This is Ross Clot 222 representing the MOBC, my own boxing community. Before I start this video, I want to say look forward to my upcoming videos. It will be on fitness. Again, my channel was originally uh, a fitness channel, and I will get back to the fitness talk for all those who are into fitness or starting to get into fitness. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel because I will be teaching and sharing a lot of my knowledge and a lot of the things that I do in terms of training. This is a response video to Boxing Librarian and Red Glove Militant, two solid brothers, two solid guys in the YTBC. Never had a fallout, never had any issue with these guys, and I want to salute them. And nothing these days really interests me in boxing, and I'm glad that I came across Red Glove Militant's video because I miss Boxing Librarians live, and I'm glad that I came across this video with this, and I wanted to chime in on this because I think it's a great topic. And first of all, the most overrated boxer ever that I think is the most overrated boxer in my own opinion, and this is just my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion. Most overrated boxer of all time, in my opinion, has to go to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now, I understand the accolades. I understand 49-0 or whatever, 50-0, whatever, if you count his mixed martial arts fight against a mixed martial artist. Listen, when you got a guy like Floyd Mayweather Jr. who has picked and chose his opponents, picked the size of the ring, picked the venue, picked the gloves, picked the referee, picked the judges, picked certain fighters when there were certain stages in their career, drug testing, random drug testing, no clue to whether the random drug testing is fair. We don't know if Floyd Mayweather was getting the same treatment from USADA. So with that being said, I just feel like Floyd Mayweather not only didn't fight a lot of the fighters, he didn't fight them at their best. He also made a mockery out of boxing by fighting Conor McGregor and staged it as a professional boxing match. That was a disgrace, in my opinion, to boxing. And I just feel like Floyd Mayweather is literally the most overrated boxer of all time. Is he a talented fighter? Yes, absolutely. Can he compete in any era? Yes, absolutely. But he wouldn't be able to do the same things that he's done today if he fought in the past. So Floyd Mayweather is the most overrated boxer ever, in my humble opinion. The most underrated boxer, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, all right? The most underrated boxer, in my opinion, and this could be somebody that some of you guys may think is overrated, but I personally think that this boxer is underrated only because no one really talks about him like they do other Latino fighters, like Cesar Chavez, like, the Oscar De La Hoya, Salvador Sanchez. They also don't, or Roberto Duran, all these great Latin fighters, Ricardo Lopez, who retired undefeated. It has to go to Michael Carbajal. I think Michael Carbajal is one of the most underrated boxers of all time. He was the first 118 pound, I can't remember what weight class, 118, 116 pound, whatever, to earn $1 million purse when he fought Chiquita Gonzalez, Baby Tyson. I believe they had 3 hard wars, and that took a lot out of Michael Carbajal, which was called, dubbed as the baby hands of stone, baby mano de piernas. Michael Carbajal not only was exciting to watch, but I mean, he gave you war after war. And his last fight, when he beat Jorge Arce, became to do great things. This was the passing of the torch. Jorge Arce was like 19 years old. This was the passing of the torch. He was gonna have Michael Carbajal on his resume as a big win, big name on his record, and he ended up getting knocked out. Carbajal was losing the whole fight, and he ended up knocking out Jorge Arce. And I believe that Michael Carbajal should be mentioned as one of the greatest Mexican fighters, but I'm gonna say Latino because I'm going on as a whole, of Latins as a whole. I believe that Michael Carbajal is the most underrated boxer of all time. Current favorite, you already know. It's no secret. Current favorite, 8-time world champion, 5-time lineal. No matter what anyone says, this is this era of boxing, and they have so many belts, and in this era they recognize these certain belts. And Manny Pacquiao is my current favorite. Manny Pacquiao is fighting young lions past his prime, something that Floyd Mayweather is not doing. Floyd Mayweather, just because he beat Manny Pacquiao, it doesn't mean that he could beat these young lions that Manny Pacquiao has beaten today, and especially a big win recently with Keith Thurman. So I have to put Manny Pacquiao as my current favorite boxer. It's just, that's just what it is. He's my current favorite boxer, and one of my favorite. He's definitely in my top 30. Floyd Mayweather isn't even in my top 50. So that says a lot when I say Manny Pacquiao is in my top 30. So Manny Pacquiao is my current favorite. Honorable mention would be Lomachenko. Okay, biggest disappointment in my opinion, and the reason why I'm gonna say this guy's the biggest disappointment is because, and I know that, when Red Glove Militant said who his biggest disappointment was, I was like, man, you beat me to it. And when Cesar Chavez Jr., he's my biggest disappointment. It's hard to follow the footsteps of someone like Cesar Chavez Sr. It's very hard. And Cesar, we don't know what weight class Cesar Chavez Jr. is in. He smokes a lot of weed. He parties. He had all these advantages going into the ring, weight bullying and all these different things going on, but he's just not talented. He doesn't have what his father has, and that's just what I'm going to say. It's too big of a shoes to fill, and it's unfortunate that Cesar Chavez Jr.'s father is Cesar Chavez Sr. An all-time great, hands down. Favorite boxer of all time. Hey, you know what? I've said this before, and I will say it again. In my humble opinion, this is the only man where you get to fanboy for and not have anyone say anything about it. And that's going to be Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, but it's Muhammad Ali. He's my favorite boxer of all time. Watching him beat George Foreman is an emotional fight. I mean, if you really get into that fight and understand the logistics and what was behind that fight, I mean, it would make you tear jerk. Muhammad Ali past his prime, beating someone like George Foreman, who defeated two of Muhammad Ali's arch nemesis, and that was Ken Norton and Joe Frazier. So definitely Muhammad Ali is my favorite boxer of all time. And if we're gonna go by greatest boxer of all time, hey, you know what? It's so cliche. Is it Sugar Ray Robinson? Hey, Sugar Ray Robinson on your side, so be it. But you know what? The greatest boxer of all time, again, it's Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, it is. Undisputed champion in two different eras of boxing. That was in the 60s and in the 70s. You can't top that. There's not too many people where you could say they was undisputed in two different eras. Not only two different eras, but two eras where the heavyweight division was so talented and stacked. So I'm sorry, I have to put Muhammad Ali as the greatest boxer of all time. And he did everything wrong, but he did everything right. And that's Muhammad Ali. Hardest puncher ever. Hey, it's no secret. Like Red Gov Militant said, hey, you know what? I didn't take no punches. I took punches from boxers before, but I never took punches from a professional. But I will say, I'm going by what everyone has said. When you have a whole era of heavyweights, all of them saying the same thing, like at least 10 or 12 top heavyweights saying the same thing, you gotta go with this. Look, Henry Tillis, he fought Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's prime. And he fought Ernie Shavers when Ernie Shavers was past his prime. And he said on record, it's on YouTube, he said Ernie Shavers still, past his prime, hit harder than Iron Mike Tyson. That says a lot. Hardest puncher ever, gotta go with Ernie Shavers, the acorn, Ernie Shavers. You understand? Muhammad Ali said he hit him so hard, he hit his kinfolks back in Africa. You understand? So Ernie Shavers. George Foreman even said, the one guy that I didn't want to ever fight, and I'm glad I didn't, was Ernie Shavers. Best trainer of all time? Hey, great pick. If you pick Emmanuel Stewart, if you pick Freddie Roach, if you pick Angelo Dundee, Customato, these are all great trainers. But I'm going to have to go with Ray Arcel. Ray Arcel trained Barney Ross, Benny Leonard, one of the greatest lightweights of all time, if not the greatest lightweight of all time. He trained Ezra Charles. And of course, he trained the one and only Manos de Pierdas, Roberto Duran. Ray Arcel had two of the greatest lightweights ever. And not only did he have the greatest lightweights, but he molded Benny Leonard and Roberto Duran. He made them. They didn't come to him already great. He didn't have to. He molded and created someone like Benny Leonard, someone like Roberto Duran. And for me, that tops it. You created two of the greatest fighters to ever live. And that's my list. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave your comments, like, share, subscribe, and be on the lookout for some of my latest videos, and I will be dropping them weekly.